So the story we're going to be going through today is one of my favorite stories, and it is the story of Jesus and the Samaritan woman at the well, found in John chapter 4. So the story starts off with Jesus. He is traveling to Galilee, and obviously it is probably really hot. It's a long travel. So he gets really tired, really thirsty, and he goes up to this well in Samaria. And it says that he is so worn out and tired from his journey, he comes up to this well, and he sees this woman sitting there. And this woman is getting water, and he says, "Hey, give me some water. I could really use some water." And she's really, really confused because this Jewish man is coming up and talking to this Samaritan woman, and she's basically saying, "Why are you asking me for water? Why are you even talking to me?" And Jesus, he goes on to say, "Well, if you knew who I was, you'd be giving me that water, and you'd be asking me for water." And she gets really confused, and she's like, "Bro, you don't even have a bucket. You don't have a cup. How are you supposed to get this water? It's deep in this well. What are you supposed to do to get this water? You're not greater than Jacob who gave us this well. How are you supposed to give me water?" But Jesus, he goes on to say that, the water I have, it's living water, and if you drink it, you'll never thirst again. And obviously that really, really intrigues this woman because she's traveling to that well too. She's hot, she's tired, she really needs some water, and she would love to not have to come back again and again and get this water from this well. So she's like, "Well, heck yeah, if you got some of that water, you can give it to me." But Jesus stops right there after she finally says, "Hey, can I have some of that water that he's offering?" And he tells her to go get her husband. And this really throws her for a loop because she was like, "What you mean, go get my husband?" And he said, "Well, I know you have the husband, but honestly you have more than one husband." And Jesus is calling out this issue that she might be having in her life, and she kind of gets a little smart with Jesus. Maybe she tries to avoid the subject, and she says, "Jesus, hey," or she doesn't know his name yet, but, "Hey, you must be a prophet if you know all this stuff." So she starts asking questions about places of worship and and she's trying to dodge the question, dodge the subject. But Jesus brings it back around and talking about worshiping in spirit and in truth, and he ends up just proving to her that he is the Messiah that she has heard about before and that other people have heard about before. And it ends with her going and telling so many people that, "Hey, look at this guy who knew everything about me." And so she tells all these people hear her testimony, and they all come to Jesus. They all come to see this guy, and they see that this man is the Messiah that they've been looking for, the one that they've been hearing about. And they all come to believe in Jesus because of this one woman's testimony. And it's a really crazy story of how God used one woman, and Jesus interacted with one woman, and all of a sudden, boom, all these people are coming to know Jesus and seeing him as the Messiah. And it's a really cool story.